our English podcast. I'm your host, Emily, and today we are going to talk about something everyone enjoys, the weekend. Weekends are the time to rest, have fun, try new things, and enjoy life. But for English learners, talking about the weekend can sometimes feel difficult. So in today's episode, I will help you speak about your weekend in English. I will tell you about my fun and relaxing weekend in a simple way. You will hear real-life phrases and sentences that you can use. We will also play a small game, imagine fun situations, and enjoy this time together. So, sit back, smile, and let's talk about the weekend. My weekend started on Saturday morning. I woke up a little late because I was very tired from the busy week. I stretched, smiled, and said to myself, "It's Saturday!" I opened the window and saw the sun shining. The air felt fresh, and birds were singing. It was a beautiful start. I made a big cup of hot coffee with milk and cinnamon. I sat near the window and listened to calm music. I took my time and felt relaxed. After breakfast, I cleaned my room. I played music and danced while I cleaned. It was so much fun. I even sang loudly with the music, and I didn't care if I sounded bad. My room looked clean and fresh after that. In the afternoon, I met my best friends, Mia and Sarah. We decided to do something new, so we went to a small painting class in the park. We painted trees, flowers, and funny animals. My painting was a smiling sun and a dog wearing sunglasses. We laughed so much. Then we walked to a food truck and ate spicy fries and ice cream. I chose mango flavor. It was sweet and cold. After that, we sat on the grass, took selfies, and talked about our favorite memories. It felt nice to be together without stress. In the evening, we went to a game zone. We played bowling and air hockey. I lost, but we all laughed a lot. Before going home, we stopped at a photo booth and clicked funny pictures wearing silly glasses. When I reached home, I changed into soft pajamas and made a cup of hot chocolate. I lit a candle and made my bed extra cozy. I took a warm shower, put on a face mask, and read a book with relaxing music in the background. It felt like a mini spa at home. Later, I watched a funny cartoon movie with popcorn. I laughed so much at one silly scene where a cat danced on a table. I felt happy, calm, and thankful. Before sleeping, I wrote in my journal. I wrote down 3 things I enjoyed that day: time with friends, painting, and my warm hot chocolate. Then I closed my eyes and slept peacefully. On Sunday, I decided to enjoy the day slowly. I woke up, made pancakes with smiley faces using chocolate sauce, and named one pancake Mr. Happy. I ate breakfast while watching the clouds. After that, I did some yoga on my balcony. I stretched my arms, breathed deeply, and felt fresh. Then, I spent time with myself. I listened to my favorite songs, looked at old photos, and remembered funny moments. I danced a little in my room, sang into my hairbrush like a microphone, and felt free. Later, I painted my nails, organized my bookshelf, and even learned a new recipe. I cooked noodles with vegetables and made a fruit smoothie. It was tasty and colorful. In the evening, I met my cousin at a small cafe near the lake. We drank cold coffee and shared one big chocolate cake. Then we rented a pedal boat and laughed as we moved slowly across the lake. We waved to ducks and tried to take selfies without falling into the water. After boating, we walked near the trees and picked some small flowers. We talked about childhood games, school life, and even future dreams. We both agreed. Weekends should always have moments like this. Before ending the day, I played a small game with myself. I call it the what if game. I asked questions like, what if I could fly to any country this weekend? I said, I would go to Japan and eat sushi. Then I asked, what if I had a pet dinosaur on Sunday? I laughed and said, I would teach it to dance. This game helps me use my imagination and speak more English. You can try it too. Now, I want to ask you 3 simple questions. What fun thing did you do last weekend? What food made you smile? If you had one more day off, what would you do? Think about your answers. Say them in English. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Every time you try, you get better. My weekend was full of small joys, laughing with friends, relaxing alone, painting silly pictures, eating sweet food, and making beautiful memories. You don't need to do something big to have a great weekend. Even staying at home, resting, or calling a friend can be special. And talking about your weekend in English is a great way to practice speaking. So now it's your turn. After this podcast, sit down and speak about your weekend in English. You can also write it down. You can say things like, on Saturday, I woke up late. I cleaned my room and met my friends. We had fun and laughed a lot. Or, on Sunday, I spent time with myself. I listened to music, cooked, and felt happy. Use simple past tense. Woke up, cleaned, cooked, danced, laughed. These small words make your English strong and clear. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you listened till the end, you are amazing. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends. And if you're still here, write in the comments. I love weekends with friends and pancakes. That way, I'll know you're part of our happy English family. I'm Emily, your English friend, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, enjoy your weekend, speak English with confidence, and keep smiling.